So let's talk about questions using where. This is the structure of the question for all the questions except questions with who. Question word. Questions words can be where, when, what, how, why, todas las preguntas que se hagan que requieran información. First, then you need this, and this is the auxiliary. This is for the simple present. Este es para el presente simple, the auxiliary. Do for you, they, I don't know, where, do. And does for he, she, it, you see? Then you have the subject and the verb. The verb in the present. El verbo se pone en el presente. En cualquiera de los casos, siempre el verbo se va a poner en presente. No se lo pone con S. Hagamos de cuenta que el auxiliar ya lleva la S, ¿sí ven? So, that's the order of the questions. We are going to practice, but that's the order. So now we have preposition of place. But first, we have prepositions of place. So we have in, at, on. First of all, antes que todo, esto de aquí no es que es súper importante. Todo significa en. Entonces uno no se tiene que morir por esto. Con el tiempo lo empieza a aprender mejor. But in means that you live in a place, when you are in a place. Esto es cuando estoy dentro de un sitio. I am in my apartment now. Paula, where are you?
I in a house.
Very good. In, because you are inside. Eso es in porque estoy dentro del lugar. Then we have at. At, you use it with an address, right? Con una dirección. O para indicar un lugar. For example, my father is at his job. My father is at his job place. Está en su lugar de trabajo. Where is your mother now? Paula, where is your mother now?
My mother in the work.
She's at work. She is at work. Entonces, cuando yo voy a mencionar un lugar donde está otra persona, un lugar donde está alguien o una dirección, digo at, because it's not very specific. In es que estoy dentro de algo, right? You can say my mother is in her office, si está dentro de su oficina. But you can say at her workplace. On siempre da la idea de que toco una superficie. Por eso uso on the floor, porque pisamos el piso. On the floor. On 34th Avenue. Y veamos esto. ¿Cuál es la diferencia entre esto y esto? Si las dos parecen direcciones. 50 Main Street in 34th Avenue. La diferencia es que esta es muy específica. Aquí digo el número de la casa y el nombre de la calle. Y aquí solo digo el nombre de la calle. So, oh, this is on Francisco de Orellana Avenue. Es en la avenida Francisco de Orellana, but you don't know where exactly. When you know where exactly, you use at, right? Because you know exactly where. Her house is on Bank Street. Es exactamente lo mismo. Es como decir está sobre esta calle. On gives you this idea that you are touching a surface, right? So now let's practice. So you have to use where does or where do. Cuando uso where does, cuando el sujeto equivale a he, she, or it. Y uso do para el resto. Okay? Number one, Paula, please.
Where does your teacher live?
Live. Very good. Number two.
Where does your brother study English? Where does your sister go shopping? Where do Garrett and Tom play soccer? Where does your parents go dancing? Where do you go out for lunch? Where does your friend exercise? And where do you eat breakfast?
Eat breakfast, very good. So now let's take a look. You have to make sure this is correct. You have to check the subject. So remember that we use does for he, she, or it. Y recordemos que he, she, or it, todos son singulares. If the subject is plural, it's do. Because do, oh my God, my handwriting is terrible. Is for they, we, and you. Okay? So, your teacher. Your teacher could be he or she. Your teacher podría ser él o ella, right? That is correct. Your brother, he, it's correct. Next, number 3, it's correct. Take a look. Sisters. It's plural. Y si digo plural, equivale a decir ellas o ellos. Your sisters. So where does your sisters is correct or not?
No.
No, ¿por qué? Porque es plural. Sisters. Si dijera sister, then is she, es ella. That solo lo uso con singulares, que equivalgan a she, he, or it. Right? Pero si digo sisters, it's plural. Next, this is correct.
Yes.
Yes, it's correct. Very good. This is correct. Parents.
No.
But no, what is correct? How can
Where
we correct?
do your parents go dancing?
Very good, because parents, plural. Next, this is correct. Where do you go out for lunch?
Yes.
And number 7?
Where do your friend exercise?
Very good, because friends, plural. Eso equivale a decir ellos, right? So that's not do. Very good. You see? Perfect. Very good. Well done. Okay, so now prepositions. Let's check again the prepositions. Paula, we have, let me write it correctly. We have at, on, in. Todos significan en. In es para cuando estoy dentro de un lugar. Por eso también digo in a taxi, porque en el taxi me siento. Cuando toco una superficie digo on. Por eso también digo on a plane, en el avión, porque en el avión me paro. On a plane. So, on, I touch a surface. Es como que toco una superficie. On the floor, o es como decir sobre la calle. On this street. When I use at, is to talk about a very precise address, para una dirección precisa. I live at 224 Olimpo Avenue. That's where I live. In, cuando estoy dentro de un lugar, o para decir, I live in a house, in an apartment, porque vivo dentro de él. ¿Ok? At también lo uso para decir lugares. Oh, I have lunch at the mall, near my house. Almuerzo en el mall, right? So I talk about places. Okay, number 1. Please read the answer and the question and use the correct preposition.
I like at 12 Wilson Street.
Remember, leave. Leave, vida. Life, sorry. Live, it's the verb vivir. I live in Guayaquil. Life, vida. Por eso la marca LG means life's good. La vida es buena. Life's good. Okay, number 2. Where does or where do?
Where where do.
Your boss. ¿Qué significa boss? Jefe. Where does your boss live? So your boss puede ser she or he. So where? I cannot hear. Where?
Where do.
Let's see. She live.
We live in apartment. Well, building.
Building.
Building at 30 Street.
Continue.
Where do your friends work?
Very good.
They work in an office building near the park. Their office is on the third floor. And where do...
Lance es el nombre de una persona. I don't know if it's a man or a woman, but it's the name of someone.
He worked in a pharmacy. Where do you go out for dinner? Me, I go to a nice Chinese restaurant in the mall. Where does they where do they exercise? They exercise in home.
Okay, that's correct. Take a look. At 12 Milton Street, it's correct. Why? Because this is the name of the house. Porque este es el nombre de la casa y este es el nombre de la calle. Pero esto a veces es confuso. Cuando tengo la calle 30, calle 30, 30 es el nombre de la calle, pero no el nombre de la casa. When I have this, what I have to use? En ese caso, ¿qué uso? In, on, or at. At is not in or on. On, very good. Porque es decir, sobre la calle.
On.
Perfect. So, your boss es tu jefe. First is singular y luego lo puedo comparar con he, she, or it. Tu boss es singular, puede ser él o ella. So, what is the correct auxiliary?
He.
No, he es el sujeto. El sujeto,
Or
este he,
does.
she, vamos a dejar claro esto de aquí. Estos de aquí son los subject pronouns, es decir, pueden reemplazar a un sujeto. ¿Ya? Yo puedo decir Paula o puedo decir she, ella. Yo puedo decir your boss, tu jefe o jefa, y puedo decir he or she, porque aquí boss se usa para hombre o mujer. Entonces, yo al sustituir este sujeto, lo puedo sustituir por he o por she. Y en ese caso, el auxiliar, ¿cuál es?
Does.
Does. Very good. In, very good. An apartment building. Your friends, it's plural, do. They work in an office building near the park. The office is on the first floor. Lance es singular y es el nombre de una persona. It could be she or he, right? So what is the correct auxiliary for where Lance work?
Where does Lance work?
Very good. So, para indicar un lugar, cuando quiero indicar un lugar y no sé si la persona está ahí o no, what is the correct place? What is the correct preposition?
At.
At. Very good. Very good. Me, I go to a Chinese restaurant. Esto de aquí es como un hábito. Quizás la persona no está ahí. Cuando está ahí, uso in. Pero cuando simplemente quiero indicar el lugar, I go to a nice restaurant in, at, or on?
At.
Very good. Este de aquí siempre es at home. Y no sé por qué. But you always say at home, right? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, this is a place. We continue here. Okay, now we have this. This is about a house. You have to study this. I will send you homework. And these are the different rooms, right? Bedroom, bathroom, living room. And you studied this already. Y esto ya lo estudiamos cuando empezaste el curso. I think so. Creo que sí, right? I think when we started, you studied this. Okay, so now I will send you homework. Let me stop the recording. Yes.